Nancy, and welcome back to the channel. You know, I have had a really fun summer, and one of the things that has made it really fun is playing around in the kitchen with new ingredients. So, you know, the Lily's chocolates are sugar-free, and I have used these almonds from, they're a variety pack, but essentially they're 100-calorie packs of nuts from Emerald, and they're 2 points a pack. So basically I'm making my own chocolate turtles and nuts with these ingredients, and so I'll show you how I do that. I have these Halo Top cookies, and we all know about the Halo Top ice cream, but have you tried their baked cookies yet? I did, and it was a total fail. I can't wait to show you that on this video. Okay, you ready to see all of this sweet goodness? Let's go. Okay, let's start with our chocolate turtles. Remember, I have these Emerald 100-calorie packed nuts. I have the dry almonds and the salted cashews, 2 and 3 points. The almonds are 2, the cashews are 3. And I have a 1/4 cup of these sugar-free Lily's milk chocolate. The chocolate comes out to 4 points, and again, the nuts 5 for the total amount. So what we're going to do here is take a pot of water, maybe, you know, a quart or 2 size pot that you have, put it on your stove top, let it come to a boil, and then add you a glass bowl container to the top of that pot. So, you know, I understand that this is called a double boiler method. And so what we're going to do is just add our sugar-free Lily's chocolates to the bowl. And this works really well because it gets the chocolate very creamy, and it's also kind of satisfying because you get to see it melt right in front of you. So, by the way, a 1/4 cup of those Lily's milk chocolate baking chips, it's about 60 chips. So I know some of us count them out. So about 60 chips. And again, we just want to add our chocolate to the bowl. And I'm using this rubber spatula. I think it really works in this method, you know, because you could get every drop of your chocolate, and it just kind of, you know, gently pushes the chocolate back and forth. Okay, I'm adding 2 tablespoons of fat-free half and half here. This is going to allow our chocolate to stretch a little bit, give us a bit more to spread over our nuts, and you know, a little bit goes a long way, and it just adds a kind of silky consistency to our chocolate. So 2 tablespoons of that fat-free half and half is 1 point. And by the way, I use this in my coffee. Only 1 point, and it makes my coffee so creamy. So I know that coffee creamer is always a subject of conversation. You know, what are you using that's not going to add a whole lot of points to your coffee? Consider using fat-free half and half. I do, and I really love it. For 1 point, you just can't beat it. Okay, so we're just going to move our chocolate back and forth here. And you see that that fat-free half and half has already kind of mixed in with that chocolate and looking good. It's really good at this point too, I'm sure, right? Want to just dip your finger in there. Okay, so I have made 6 clusters with those nuts. Just combine the nuts and put 6 clusters onto a piece of parchment paper. I have a metal spoon that I've sprayed with some cooking spray, and I'm just dropping the chocolate directly onto the cluster of nuts. You see that cooking spray has ensured that no chocolate sticks to the spoon, and you can get an even spread across your clusters of nuts. So make sure that, you know, you don't have to be perfect in this. In fact, imperfection, I think, is good for these homemade, you know, nuts, because, or homemade turtles, I should say, because it just, you know, it gives it that little effect of homemadeness. Now, imagine doing these and giving them to family, over the holidays and have it look like it's something you made. So here they are. Again, I have added it to parchment paper. I didn't spray the parchment paper. You don't need to. And we're going to throw these in the fridge, believe it or not, overnight. Because we want that chocolate to solidify, get it nice and hard. Okay, I've let them sit overnight and here they are, looking good. Look at all those chock full of nuts. Doesn't that look great? These are 2 points apiece, sugar-free. And, look at that. I think this one actually kind of resembles a turtle. Give them a try, guys. I think you'll be so happy with them. Okay, let's get into this Halo Top peanut butter and cookie chip. So I love this stuff, by the way. It was tasty. I am just, I guess, challenged in making packaged cookies because I could not get it right. So the package says per cookie, it's 2.5 tablespoons of the mix. And I wanted only 2 cookies. So I put 5 tablespoons of the mix in a bowl. And my thought process was the back of the package says you'll need 3 tablespoons of margarine or butter and also 3 tablespoons of water. I equated that to mean per cookie for some reason. Of course, that math is not mathing. 1 tablespoon of I can't believe it's not butter is 1 point, the light version. So how could I think that these were 2 points apiece, the actual cookies, when the tablespoons of butter itself equaled 3? I have no clue what I was thinking. So I put in this recipe, again, 5 tablespoons of the mix and the entirety of the tablespoons of margarine and water. In fact, I added more water because I thought I was kind of doubling the recipe for 2 cookies. Believe me, I must have been really, really tired. So at this point, you see me picking up the recipe to look at the back of the package thinking, what in the world is going on? This is extremely too loose for cookies. So I'm thinking I may have done something wrong at this point. I don't know, but look at that. So I start to add more cookie mix. And now I'm concerned because, once again, the math is not mathing. How can these cookies be 2 points apiece if I'm adding more mix? Again, I was very confused. So I'm just mixing along. And finally, I get to the point where I'm like, okay, freak it. I'm just going to dump the whole package into here. Now I'm kind of frustrated. So just adding more of the mix, I end up adding all of the mix. And then, of course, it kind of dawns on me. The entire package of the cookie mix, you need the 3 tablespoons of butter and the 3 tablespoons of water for the entire package. So I've basically ruined it because I've added too much water and not enough butter. Thankfully, I can go back in and correct and add more butter, but I cannot extrapolate that water. So I have kind of ruined the consistency of the batter. And at this point, it's just much too loose, but I have to forge ahead because that cookie package was about $5 or $6. I'm not going to waste it. So I just continue to mix. Finally, it gets to some kind of normal consistency here. It's still a bit too loose, I'm sure, because I've added way too much water. But this is what we're working with here. And, what can I say? So here I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of the butter, like I said, and just finish up the recipe. So to a piece of parchment paper that I've sprayed with a little bit of cooking oil, I'm dropping 6 cookies. And again, you see this consistency is a little bit loose, but at this point it kind of is what it is. So, no rhyme or reason, just dropping the mix onto the parchment paper. And I'm praying it's still 2 points. What can I do? The back of the package, as you can see, 16 servings per pouch, 2.5 tablespoons of mix for 3 tablespoons of butter or margarine, and 3 tablespoons per water, 60 calories with the mix, and then as prepared, 80 calories, 2 points of cookies. So it's there on the back. I just don't understand why I didn't read that correctly. But in any case, here we are. We are going to go ahead and preheat our oven to 375. I baked the cookies, and this is what they came out looking like. And they're a little flat, and they're all different sizes. But, at this point, again, it is what it is. And I almost burned them. So this was just a complete fail, like I said. So I went ahead and gave them a taste. And you know what? The taste is actually pretty good. It's a very strong taste of peanut butter. And those cookie chips stayed whole. They didn't melt into the mix. And they were tasty. And in fact, my husband gave them a taste. And he's kind of against, anything that is sugar-free or even resembles diet type foods. But he ate 3 of these cookies and really liked them. So I will get them again. The taste was really well prepared, but I will read the instructions next time. You should give them a try because they're really good. Well, what did you think about those recipes? I hope that you give it a try, and I hope that your summer was absolutely wonderful. We are entering the fall, time to bake, get those stews and soup recipes together, and get it all nice and cozy in your home. So I look forward to bringing you some new fall recipes. Okay, if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give me a like. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I'd love to have you here. Okay, guys, until the next time, bye!